Hello, I'm Kate Carlier Curry. I'm the Executive Director of Maketank Inc. and the leader of the Illustrated Memoir Project. I hope this brief presentation can help give you an idea of what the Illustrated Memoir Project is about. I'm going to run through a number of slides fairly quickly here at the beginning. These are all covers of books created by my students over the past few years, and I thought they might help give you an idea of the diversity of work created in this project. The thing that sets the Illustrated Memoir Project apart is that it uses students' own life stories as the means for their educational enrichment. Through writing and illustrating true stories from their lives, students are able to increase their written, spoken, and visual literacy, strengthen critical thinking skills, develop intellectual self-trust, engage in iterative design, and develop social-emotional skills as well. This project positions students as the authority. They are the experts of their own life stories, and this work centers their lived experience and ways of knowing the world in academic settings where they may have previously felt marginalized or silenced. I believe individual stories can convey information that overviews may miss. The memoirs of these young people can help others understand the experience of immigrants and refugees in ways that numbers and graphs may not. So in that spirit, I'd like to tell you about one of my students in particular, in the hopes of giving you a fuller understanding of this project and its potential. Enoch Siddiqui's family was originally from Rwanda. They fled war in Rwanda to resettle in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, then relocated to Uganda before Enoch was born. Enoch was born and raised in the Nakivale refugee settlement in Uganda. While living in Nakivale, Enoch did not have the opportunity to attend school. He and his family were able to move to the U.S. when Enoch was 9, settling first in Rhode Island and then moving to Cincinnati, Ohio at the beginning of 2020. Enoch worked with me on the Illustrated Memoir Project during the 2021-22 school year. Enoch wrote his story fairly quickly at the beginning of the year. It is a riveting tale about soccer and cows. There are moral dilemmas, difficult choices, shocking consequences, reflection and introspection. It's the whole package, really. One of my favorite things about Enoch was how very quickly he embraced his own individual style of illustrating. The first day that he started to draw images for his book, he looked at the realistic portrait being produced by the student next to him and begged her to teach him to draw faces the way she was drawing them. And I said to him, listen, Enoch, you're really never going to draw people like Hafsa draws people. Draw your people the way you draw them. They're wonderful because they're yours. And he did. He was immediately off and running, creating what he came to call suitcase people, due to their rectangular bodies and conspicuous lack of arms. As you can see, Enoch's drawings are uniquely his own and really enhance his story. All of the project participants seem to eventually find their personal style of illustrating. Enoch just embraced his quicker than most. Enoch's book describes the importance of soccer to his life growing up in a refugee settlement, that it brought him happiness and hope, and how he and his friends created teams and tournaments and cleared land to create fields to play. And the fateful day when he had an important game with his team, but his father told him to take their cows to different pastures for the day and bring them back home in the evening. Enoch was confronted with a difficult choice, torn between his feelings of obligation to his friends and teammates versus his responsibility to his family. Enoch made the decision to leave the cows alone in a pasture to go play in the game, and then faced a harsh reckoning when he returned to the pasture to find only one cow remaining. He searched and searched but was unable to find the other cows and finally had to go home and tell his father what he had done. This story is all the more affecting when you realize Enoch was 9 years old at the time, and when you consider the extreme importance of these cows to his family's well-being. In the end, Enoch and his father searched for the cows all of the following day and finally located them tied in someone's yard. They were able to negotiate their return, but Enoch struggled under the weight of his father's disappointment, and he was forced to miss the final game of the tournament when his family left Nakavali to come to the U.S. Today, Enoch continues to play soccer. He hopes to continue playing forever and dreams of coaching young people someday. This summer, we partnered with our Regional World Affairs Council in Cincinnati for Enoch to work as their Global Guide Fellow. He worked with the World Affairs Council staff to develop a lesson plan about Uganda, which he used to teach over 100 elementary school children enrolled in summer enrichment programming. He met with different groups of students each week throughout July and August for an hour each day. As part of this programming, Enoch read his memoir to the students, then signed copies of his book for each child to take home. And this semester, Enoch and I are making a short stop-motion animation of his memoir. This is a pretty low-tech undertaking. As you can see here, we just shoot scenes on a desk in the hallway at the school where we meet, using a free app on my phone and cut paper illustrations. With controlled lighting and better equipment, we could definitely produce a more professional product, but this project allows Enoch an even deeper engagement with his story and lays the groundwork for creative endeavors he might undertake on his own in the future. I hope this has helped give you an understanding of what the Illustrated Memoir Project is about, and maybe spark some ideas about the potential of incorporating memoir work into educational programming for immigrant and refugee students. In closing, I'll share a short clip that we shot recently showing Enoch clearing the field behind his house in Nakavali so he and his friends could use it for a soccer field.